4 riders. Got them locked and loaded in the gate. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Missing one. Okay, we're missing one. Lakota, but I think they're making their way up the backside there, Dad. Holmgren? Holmgren's birthday?
Yeah.
Hey! Antonio Holmgren, happy birthday. That's number 657 up there locked and loaded in the gate. Looks like gate number 2 there. Antonio Holmgren, happy birthday. All right, here they go. Oh, birthday girl with the hole shot there. Man, let's cheer them on, birthday and all. Come on, this is our 3-year-old balance bike race going on. 4 riders out there.
All right. Motor 1 is 5.
Holmgren, the birthday girl with the hole shot. Looks like Emil on the 803 bike sitting in that 2 spot. All right, here comes that 657. Holmgren out of Rockford, Illinois. Got the 803. Emil sitting with the 2 spot. The 612, Caleb Jones sitting on the 3. And here comes the 862 of Lakota. Oh, man, I think we got a battle going on for that 1 and 2 spot as they make their way in and out of turn number 3. The final stretch. Holmgren still sitting on the front side of this one. Here comes Emil on the 2 spot.
Is 8 and 4.
Oh, here they come. The final stretch. Don't run out of gas now.
13 is 5 and 1.
Bringing it on in, the 657, Antonio Holmgren for the win, 803 of Presley Emil out of Stockton, Illinois with the 2 spot. Here comes the 3 spot. All making their way down the final stretch. Jones and Lakota.
That's why I want to make sure. Once I draw that line, I can't tell what letter.
Got the 862 bringing it on in. That's Chrislyn Lakota out of Dakota, Illinois. Followed by the 612, Caleb Jones, all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada.
19 is 3.
All right, nice job, balance bike riders.
20 is 6 and 5.
All right, let's get it ready for round number 2. Motos 1 through 10, make your way up to staging for round number 2. Motos 1 through 10 to staging for round number 2. This guy? Not allowed inside the fenced area? Uh-oh. Ron Swain's coming up here to give Jake some advice. All right, here we go, round number 2. Oh, I guess we're waiting on Ron Swain. He's up here in the tower talking. Now we're ready. Round number 2, moto number 1. 15-16 girls cruisers, 3 riders left. Taking 2 to the big show this round. We should have Gifford, Meekum, and Ross left in this one. Gates down. Here they come. Got the 646. Elia Ross with the whole shot on this one. Doing it for Midwest Militia. Kenzie Meekum doing it for Kegel's Bike Shop, sitting on that 2 spot, followed by the 962 or 982. Ross, Meekum, and Gifford running 1, 2, and 3 as they make their way in and out of turn 3. 2 of these riders will move on to the main event, the second go around for your 15-16 girls cruisers.
No, Tina told me he was here.
Looks like Elia Ross going to go, followed by the 43 of Kenzie Meekum. Next up, 21-30 women's cruisers. We should have Melton, Whidbey, and Caulfield left in this one. Looks like the 6 bike, Caulfield, out of Barrington, Illinois, sitting on point, taking 2 of these riders onto that main event. The final stretch, here they come, Caulfield and Melton running 1 and 2. It'll be Caulfield, Melton, picking up those final transfers out of moto number 2, your 21-30 women's cruisers. Moving on to our 6 and under open. We should have Otto, Osler, and Reynolds left in this one, taking 2 of these riders onto the main event. Looks like the 130 bike, Osler, out of Marengo, Illinois, sitting in that top spot, followed by the 804 bike, Weston Otto. Osler and Otto running 1 and 2. Got the 860 bike. Jarrett Reynolds sitting there in that 3 spot, but right now the 130, Jackson Osler's going to get a spot. Got room for 1 more. Here comes the 804 bike, Weston Otto, getting that second transfer spot. All right, gates down. 7 and 8 open on the track. Emil, Freeman, and Foreign in this one, taking 2 of these riders onto that main event. Got 2 racks of our 7 and 8 open today. Oh, big pass being made there in turn number 1. Got the 221 bike of Foreign. The 521 of Freeman sitting in that 2 spot. Foreign and Freeman running 1 and 2 as we're taking 2 riders here in their second go around. Moto number 4 in and out of the final turn. Still got the 221 Foreign. Foreign out of Spring Grove, Illinois, getting a transfer spot, followed by the 521 Devin Freeman. All right, second rack, 7 and 8 open on the track. William Ross, Rome Ross, and Keenan left in this one. 2 of these riders going to move on to that main event. In and out of the final turn. Got the 73 bike of Rome Ross, followed by the 104 of William Ross. Bringing it down the final stretch. Here they come, the 73 bike. Rome Ross is going to go. Got room for 1 more. Looks like the 104 bike of William Ross picking up that final transfer spot in your second rack for your 7 and 8 open. All right, next up, 9-10 open on the track. 6 is the moto number. Round number 2 for these riders. Beard, Munt, Zanker, Forsyth, and Benefield left in this one, taking 4 of these riders onto that main event. Here they come, bringing it down the final stretch. Got the 131 bike. Benefield's going to go, followed by the 193 of Forsyth. That big number plate that we like so much. Caleb Munt's going to get a spot. Got room for one more. Looks like the 864 of Zanker out of McChesney Park, Illinois. All right, next up, moto number 7 on the track, 11-12 open. We've got Oak and Osler, Welsh, and DeVore left in this one. 3 of these riders going to move on. I got the 32, the 54, and the 868. So Welsh is going to go, Osler's going to go, and the 868 of DeVore. Next up, 13-14 open on the track. Benjamin, Osler, and Zanoni in this one. Total points race going on here. Looks like we're missing one as I only see 2 riders. Bringing it down the final stretch. Here they come. I believe that's the 79 bike of Osler. Osler's going to bring it on and get the win. The 96 bike of Zanoni going to get the 2 spot. I told you we were going to see a tie end up in this one. I told you. So Zanoni and Osler both tied with 4 heading in that main event, your 13-14 open class. Next up, 17-20 open on the track, taking 3 of these riders. Behind Goff, North, and Jones left in this one. Got the 113, the 92, and the 802. So North getting a spot, Behind's getting a spot, and Jones. Next up, moto number 10, round number 2, your 10-year-old cruiser, Ceresa, Edwards, and Ceresa. Got the 967, Kaylee Ceresa getting her second win of the day. The 951, Jake Ceresa getting the 2 spot. And Edwards on the 139 with the 3 spot. Next up, 15-year-old cruisers on the track. Ferguson, Caulfield, and Hashiguchi in this one. Got the 17 bike, Alex Ferguson, bringing it on in, looking like get his second win of the day. 2 spots up for grabs. Let's see, the 8 bike. Hashiguchi's going to get the 2, Caulfield with the 3. Next up, second go around for moto number 12, 26 and 30-year-old cruisers, Grunwald, Gerard, and Kaiser in this one. 2 of these riders moving on to that main event. In and out of turn number 3, here they come. Got the 226. Grunwald's going to go, followed by the 715 of Kaiser. Yes, Paul, that is the Mike Kaiser. Yep. All right, next up, 13's the moto number on the track. 5 and under novice is the class. 2 racks combined here. We should have Carmody, Thompson, Christensen, Reynolds, and Shockley in this one. 4 of these riders going to move on to that main event. 5 and under novice class. All right, here they come, bringing it down the final stretch. 4 riders moving on. Got the 166, Cole Shockley out of South Beloit, Illinois, getting a spot. Here comes the 596 of Thompson, the 14, Christensen. Got room for one more. Looks like it's going to be the 636 ride of Carmody. All right, next up, your 6-year-old novices out on the track. Hernandez, Otto, and Lakota in this one. Total point style here for a second go-around, your 6-year-old novice class. 15's a moto number. Your front rider already making her way out of turn number 3. Looks like that's the 121. Alex Hernandez out of Rockford, Illinois, doing it for Kegel's Bike Shop. Hernandez looking to get his second win of the day, and he will. The 2 spots up for grabs. We got Otto and Lakota duking it out side by side, doing a little look back. The 804. Otto hanging under that 2 spot. Lakota with the 3. So Lakota and Otto both tied with 5 heading into that main event for your 6-year-old novice class.
He's from 2 modals ago.
Next up, 16 is your moto number. 7-year-old novice is the class. We should have Struve, Bauer, Dunn, and Emil in this one. 4 riders fighting for the final 3 transfer spots here in your 7-year-old novice class. Got the 76 bike on point, followed by the 875. Dunn and Struve running 1 and 2. Got a battle going on for that 3rd and final transfer as they make their way out of turn number 2. Hey, don't forget to check out Track, sponsor Kegel's Bike Shop for all your go fast needs.
Like 806 for the next photo.
In and out of turn 3, here they come. Your final 3. The 76 bike's going to go. That's done. What was the next one?
75.
The 875 of Struve and the 250 Lillian Bauer out of Spring Grove with that final transfer. Out of Moto 16, your 7-year-old novice class. Next up, 17's the moto number. 8-year-old novice is the class. Ross, Shockley, and Freeman doing it total point style. In and out of Bermzilla. I got Kegel's colors on point. That's the 104 bike. William Ross, the 35 bike of Grace Shockley sitting in that 2 spot. Freeman on the 3. Ross, Shockley, Freeman running 1, 2, 3 as they make their way in and out of the final turn. Hey, we're missing 806, Edward Keenan. They're looking for you up on the gate. 9-year-old novice, second go-around. Edward Keenan, the 806 bike. They're looking for you on the gate. The 104 bike going to take the win. The 35 bike, Shockley going to get the 2. 9-year-old novice class. We try to give our novices a little bit of a break. Make sure that they can make it up there. Merle, I think I saw him coming. Is he heading up in there, Merle? Yeah, okay. All right. See, we give our novices a chance. We know a lot of them are new at this. All right, 9-year-old novice is locked and loaded in the gate. 18's a moto number for round number 2. We got Zanker, Keenan, Milky, and Bungie in this one, fighting for just 3 transfer spots. The gate's down. Here they come. Looks like the 814 bike of Bungie with the whole shop. He's got a little company. Keenan sitting in that 2 spot. Here they go in and out of Bermzilla. 3 of these riders are going to move on to that main event. Got the 814. Bungie out of McChesney Park. Oh, losing 2 riders. Losing 2 riders. Got room for 3 as they're going to try and make their way around the track. Got the 814 of Bungie sitting in that top spot. One of the riders is back up. Give them a hand as we get that second rider checked out. 9-year-old novice class. 814, Bungie's going to go. I believe this is the 864. Dylan Zanker out of McChesney Park's going to get a spot. Yeah, that's right. The rider's back up. And it looks like the 127 of Milky's going to hang on to a transfer spot. Hey, you hear your fan club out there? I heard them. They said that was awesome. They said that was awesome. He's back up. He's going to finish the lap. All right, gates down for moto number 19, your 11-year-old class. Got room for 3 more players to make it to the main event out of this one. Our players are Kenna, Meekum, Ross, and Forsyth. In and out of turn number 1. Got the 7 bike doing for Kegel's Bike Shop on point, followed by the 180. Meekum and Kenna running 1 and 2. Here in moto number 19, your 11-year-old novice class. In and out of the final turn. We're taking 3. Kegel's Bike Shop colors on point. That's the 7 bike, Audra Meekum out of Rockford, Illinois. Meekum's going to go, followed by the 180 bike of Kenna. Got room for one more to drag race all the way to the stripe. The 193 is going to hang on to that. Forsyth out of Rockton, Illinois with that final transfer. Out of moto number 19, your 11-year-old novice. Moving on, 20 is the moto number on the track. 12-year-old novice is the class. Kenna, Easton, and Fantasy. 3 riders left. No total points here. We're taking 2. Our front runner making their way out of turn number 3. Got the 265 bike, Kenna, out of Elgin, going to get a spot. Followed by the 863 bike of Easton, out of Coal City, Illinois. Next up, moto number 21 on the track, 14-year-old novice, Smith, Columbia, and Bus, doing it total point styles. They make their way out of turn number 3. Looks like the 865 followed by the 95. Smith, Columbia, 707 with the 3 spot. So Columbia and Bus going to be each tied with 5 as they head into that main event for Moto 21. Moto 22 on the track, 21 to 35 or 25-year-old novices. Summers, Rundle, and Combs in this one. Bringing it down the final stretch. Got the 27 bike. Summers going to get the win. Rundle's going to get the 2 spot. And Combs with the 3. Hey, Rundle and Summers both tied with 3 each heading into that main event in your 21 to 25-year-old novice class. 26 to 35-year-old novices on the track. Jones, Phoenix, and Gerard taking 2 of these riders to the big show. Got the 802 bike of Jones. Jones is going to go, and the 853 of Gerard. Next up, Moto 24 on the track, 41 to 45-year-old novice. Casper, Fennessy, and Ross in this one doing it total point style. Got the 136 bike on point of Ross. Fennessy sitting in that 2 spot. Casper on the 3. In and out of the final turn. Your 41 to 45-year-old novice class making their way down the final stretch. Here they come, total point style. Got the 136. Ross is going to get the win.
Top of the tower, Moto 18, rider number 806. Did he qualify or not?
What moto?
18, 806.
No, he did not.
Nope.
806 did not qualify?
No, he did not.
Got 46 to 50-year-old novice on the track. Pulaski, Oreen, and Kaiser. Kaiser going to bring it in for the win. The 173, Pulaski with the 2, Oreen with the 3. Six-year-old intermediates on the track. 26 is your moto number. All 4 riders left. We're taking 3 of them into that main event. And these guys are racing every lap. Big move being made there in turn number 2. This is Ertl, Christensen, Viola, and Farr left in this one, fighting for just 3 transfer spots. In and out of turn 3. Oh, these guys are mixing it up every turn. Here they come down the final stretch. These guys are fighting for the final 3 transfer spots. They make their way down the final stretch. Got the state number 1 bike, Christensen. Christensen's going to go. The 119 bike of Viola got room for one more. Looks like the 95 is going to hang on to that. That's Lee Farr out of Janesville, Wisconsin, doing it for the Fly Zone. Next up, 8-year-old intermediates on the track. 4 riders left. We got Shane, Kiefer, Ross, and Miller in this one. 3 of these riders going to move on to that main event. Got Ross sitting on point, followed by Kiefer on the 2 spot as they make their way into turn number 3. Oh, they keep mixing it up. In and out of the final turn. Here they come. Oh, side by side, elbow to elbow. Let's see who can hang on to the momentum as they make their way down the final stretch. Bringing it down the final stretch. Got the 73, the 92. Got room for one more. It's going to be the state number 5. So Ross, Kiefer, and Shane, the big winners of that one. All right, next up, 9-year-old intermediates on the track. Larson, Edwards, and Welsh. We're taking 2. Got the 58, followed by the 47. That's Larson and Edwards with the final 2 transfers. Out of moto number 28, your 9-year-old intermediates. Moving on, 10-year-old intermediates on the track. 29's a moto number. We got Gifford, Holloway, and Finkboner doing it total point style. Looks like the 97 of Finkboner. Out of Chana, Illinois, doing it for Kegel's Bike Shop on the front side of this one. Looking to get his second win of the day. Finkboner's going to take the win. The 60 bike Holloway's going to get the 2. Gifford with the 3. Next up, 11-year-old intermediates on the track. 3 riders left. Meekum, Shane, and Oaken left in this one. Taking 2 of these riders onto that main event. Second go around here, moto number 30. In and out of the final turn. Oh, these guys are battling. These guys are battling for that final transfer spot. Here they come down the final stretch. Got the 141, but he's got company all the way across. The 141's going to hang on to it. That's Alkin and the state number 2 of Shane. Oh, next up, it's heating up here. Moto number 31 on the track, your 12-year-old intermediate. Steele, Pavlak, and DeMars in this one. These 3 riders are battling for the final 2 transfers here in moto number 31. Got the D-bike. Brendan Steele's going to go. Got room for one more, and it's going to be a drag race all the way to the stripe. The 87's going to hang on to that one. That's Zayden DeMars out of McChesney Park, Illinois. Next up, 14-year-old intermediates on the track. Benjamin, Zanoni, and Coleman in this one. In and out of the final turn. Taking 2, I only see 2. Got the 83 and the 96. Something tells me that guy rides at the skate park a lot.
This guy must have got hurt. I don't think he showed up in his
Which one?
Benjamin.
Okay.
I was thinking he was in open and didn't show either.
Next up, 15-year-old intermediates on the track. We should have Alex Ross, Elia Ross, and Hathaway in this one. We're taking 2 of these riders. Got the 114 of Hathaway, followed by the 25, Elia Ross. Next up, 17 to 20-year-old intermediates on the track. 3 riders left, North, Behinds, and Caulfield in this one. We're taking 2 of these riders. Got Midwest Militia colors on the front side of this one. That's the 113 bike. North is going to go. Got room for one more. Looks like the number 6 bike. Bridget Caulfield out of Barrington, Illinois is going to hang on to that one. Out of moto number 34. Moto number 35 on the track. That's your 46 to 50-year-old intermediates. Riley, Rundle, and Takanaga in this one. Midwest Militia colors on the front side of this as they make their way out of turn number 3. The final stretch. Looks like that is the 45 bike of Rundle. Rundle's going to go. Got room for one more, and it's going to be a race all the way to the stripe. Here they come. Got the 27 bike. Riley with that final transfer out of Moto 35. Moto 36 on the track. Your 13 girls expert class. Soderberg, Bivens, and Sienna Soderberg in this one. In and out of the final turn. I believe that's the number 8 bike. Here comes the number 9. These guys are going to try and tie it up. Drag race all the way to the stripe. They are going to tie it up. The 9 bike. Sienna Soderberg, Stella Soderberg with the 2 spot on that one. They're going to be tied with 3 each as they head into that main event. Bivens with the 3 spot. Next up, 8-year-old experts on the track. Ceresa, Takanaga, and Cowell in this one. Taking 2 of these riders on in that main event right now. I got the 10 bike on point. That's Sal Takanaga out of Arlington Heights. Got room for one more. That Gold Cup number 1. Adam Cowell out of Lake Villa, Illinois, getting that final transfer spot out of moto number 37. Moto number 38 on the track. That's your 10-year-old experts. Takanaga, Lakota, and Ceresa in this one. All these riders are making their way into turn number 3. Got the number 4 bike, Levi Lakota on point. We got a battle going on for that 2 spot as they make their way to the stripe. The 4, Lakota's going to take the win. The Nag 8, Kaylee Ceresa is going to get the 2 spot. And Takanaga with the 3. Ceresa and Takanaga both tied with 5 each heading into that main event. And your 10-year-old expert class. Moto number 39, 12-year-old experts, Simpson, Osler, and Melman in this one. 2 of these riders going to move on. Got the 1 bike of Simpson. Simpson's going to go, followed by the 7 of Melman. So Simpson and Melman, your final 2 transfers out of moto number 39, your 12-year-old expert class. Moving on, moto number 40, 13-year-old experts on the track. 3 riders left, Klein, Osler, and Hashiguchi in this one. Got 2 spots left open here in moto number 40s. They make their way down the final stretch. The 10 bike of Klein. Klein's going to go, followed by that Gold Cup number 2. Hashiguchi out of Fox River Grove. Next up, 15-year-old experts on the track. Riley, Elliott, and Soderberg fighting for 2 transfers as they make their way in and out of the final turn. It looks like the 53 is Soderberg on point. Soderberg's going to go, followed by that 31 of Elliott. Next up, motor number 42 on the track, 17 to 20-year-old experts. Roach, Manahano, Ward, Woolney, and Nelson left in this one. Taking 4 of these riders onto that main event. In and out of the final turn. Got Ward, Woolney running 1 and 2, throwing a little style. Woolney, Ward, the 52 bike of Manahano, followed by the 24 of Roach. I think Imogen's just being nice to you boys out there. All right, next up, 26 to 35-year-old experts on the track. 3 riders left. Goff, Rogers, and Carmody in this one. Got the 50 bike of Carmody sitting on point, followed by the Midwest Militia colors of Rogers sitting on the 2. We're taking 2. I only see 2. It's going to be Carmody and Rogers 1 and 2. Moving on, 36 to 40-year-old experts on the track. Oh, big move being made in turn number 2. The 70 bike, or the 90 of Stocklosa, making a big move there in turn number 2. We should have Miller, Rapp, and Stocklosa left in this one. The final stretch, here they come. Miller and Stocklosa got the 90 bike. Stocklosa's going to go, followed by the 70 bike of Miller. Rapp says, "You guys are too rough for me, man. I'm sitting this one out." All right, here we go. Balance bikes on the track. Emil, Holmgren, Lakota, and Jones in this one. The 657, the birthday girl, Antonia Holmgren out there. Holmgren with the whole shot. Looks like Ertl. Emil on the 803 bike sitting in that 2 spot. Holmgren and Emil running 1 and 2.
All right. 6 is out. Oh, you're giving me the whole counter?
Yeah, I'm being nice.
Caleb Jones and Chrislyn Lakota.
6 is out. We line that out. And then
Put an X for the 2 that are in, or the ones that are in.
Moto 2. 8 is out. So it's 2 in here. 3, 5 is out.
We'll take this opportunity to get the books together, take a brief intermission. We got a couple of awards to hand out today. We'll do that right after this balance bike race. All right. Making their way in and out of the shade of turn number 3. I still got Holmgren sitting on the front side of this one. That's our birthday girl. Emil out of Stockton, Illinois, sitting in that 2 spot.
I know why he did that. Well, oops, sorry.
Oh, the final stretch. We're going to have a race going on here. Oh, look, they're talking. I think they're trash talking. Look at that. Bringing it to the stripe. Here comes Holmgren. Emil. 1 and 2. The 862 bike, Lakota, bringing it on in for the 3 spot in the 612. Caleb Jones out of Las Vegas, Nevada, with the 4 spot for our 3-year-old balance bikes. All right. We will take a brief intermission. We're going to hand out a couple of... oh, you've got them. All right, we need to see Jacoby Viola and Bridget Caulfield to the starting hill. All right, 2 awards to hand out today. We need to see Bridget Caulfield and Jacoby Viola. Oh, and we need Garrett Rapp. We need our picture guy, Garrett Rapp. Oh, he's here. Yeah, he just raced. Okay. That's right. Well, we need Garrett for our social media. Okay. All right, here we go. BMX Achievement Award in recognition of outstanding performance in BMX racing. Jacoby Viola is hereby presented with this certificate of outstanding achievement. Congratulations on attaining the classification intermediate. There you are, young man. Nice job. We'll have Jake take his picture with you. All right, nice job, Jacoby Viola. All right. Oh, man.
I know, dude. I think it's awesome. I think about it all the time.
All right, next up, BMX Achievement Award in recognition of outstanding performance in BMX racing. Bridget Caulfield is hereby presented with this certificate of outstanding achievement. Congratulations on attaining the classification of intermediate. You're welcome.
Oh, I know, but she wanted to. She wanted the certificate. She's gonna hang it in her room. Get it out. Oh yeah. Yay, Bridge.
All right, once again, Bridget Caulfield attaining intermediate.
Social distance.
All right, let's get ready for the big show. Main events 1 through 10. Make your way up to staging. Main events 1 through 10. We're going to get the big show started here. So if you've qualified and made your way all the way to the main event, this is your time to shine. Head on up to staging. All right, main event number 1, your 15-16 girls cruisers. Meekum, Basage, and Ross in this one. Got Basage on the number 1 bike out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay. That was his first
S squared rider in and out of turn number 3. Elia Ross doing it for Midwest Militia out of Rockford, Illinois, sitting on the 2 spot, making her way to the stripe. Basage going to bring it on in. Basage will take the win. Ross will get the 2. Meekum with the 3 for your girls cruiser. 21-30 women's cruiser. Melton, Blocker, Caulfield, and Smith. Main event number 2. In and out of turn number 1. Got the number 4 bike. Kaylee Blocker, the number 1. Ashlyn Goldsmith sitting on the 2 spot. Kegel's colors running 1 and 2 as they make their way down the 3rd straight. Blocker, Goldsmith running 1 and 2. Caulfield sitting on the 3. In and out of the final turn.
Well, he got up and rode the track.
Blocker going to bring it in for the win. Goldsmith going to get the 2 spot. Caulfield with the 3. Melton with the 4 spot in your 21-30 women's cruiser main event. 6 and under open main event. Ertl, Otto, Blackburn, and Osler in this one. Got that Gold Cup number 1. Luke Blackburn out of Davis Junction, Illinois, doing it for Kegel's Bike Shop on the 1 spot. The 38, Nick Ertl out of Delavan, Wisconsin, sitting on the 2. This is your 6 and under local open main event. Main event number 3, making their way out of turn number 3. Gold Cup number 1, Luke Blackburn. Blackburn's got a little company there with the 38 bike of Nick Ertl. Blackburn, Ertl running 1 and 2. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe. It's going to go Blackburn, Ertl, 1 and 2. Got the 130 bike, Jackson Osler out of Marengo, Illinois, with the 3 spot. Otto with the 4. Next up, main event number 4, your 7 and 8 open. Main event, 8 riders. Thines, Freeman, Foreign, Takanaga, Ceresa, Lakota, William, and Rome Ross. 8 riders, full rack for these riders. Got the number 10 bike, bringing it in. Style, Takanaga going to take the win. The 2 spot's going to go to the 13 bike, followed by the 43, the 73, the F bike, the 221, the 104, and the 521. So your big winner, Sal Takanaga. The 2 spot was your 13 bike, Jake Ceresa, and the 43, Travis Thines. That's your podium finishes there in your 7 and 8 open. Full rack for those guys. All right, main event number 6, your 9-10 open on the track. Lakota, Munt, Takanaga, Zanker, Forsyth, Ceresa, and Benefield. In and out of turn number 3. Bringing it to the stripe. We got a little competition going on. Here comes the number 4, the 12, the Nag 8. So the 4 bike, Levi Lakota with the big win. Ito Takanaga for the 2, the Nag number 8. Ceresa for your podium finishes. Here comes a 110, the 131, the 193, and the 864. Next up, 11-12 open main event. Malman, Beard, Osler, Welsh, DeVore, and Lukeman in this one. Single file. Got the 72 bike on point. That's Lukeman for the win. The 7 bike of Malman with the 2, the State 3, the 32. So Lukeman for the win. Malman with the 2, and the State 3 of Beard. That's your podiums in main event number 7, your 11-12 open. 13-14 local open, main event number 8. Benjamin, Osler, and Zanoni in this one. We got Osler and Zanoni both tied with 4 each. Benjamin with 5. Here they come, bringing it down the final stretch. That's your skate park rider right there. That's a 96 bike, Zanoni. Zanoni going to take the overall win. The 79 bike, Osler. That's going to be the 2 spot. Benjamin with the 3. Next up, 17-20, open on the track. Monahano, Behinds, Basage, North, Jones, and Simpson in this one. That's this Nag number 11, Julian Basage for the win, followed by the 52 bike, Monahano, the 54, Simpson, followed by the 92.
Yeah.
802. All right. Next up, 10-year-old cruisers on the track. Ceresa, Jake Ceresa, Kaylee Ceresa, and Levi Edwards in this one. Kaylee with 2. Jake with 4. Edwards with 6 in this one. Total point style here in your 10-year-old cruiser main event. In and out of the final turn. Got Kaylee Ceresa on that 967 bike out of Belvedere, Illinois. She's going to get the overall win, 951. Jake, he's going to get the overall 2, and then 139 of Edwards with the overall 3. Next up, 15-year-old cruisers on the track, Ferguson, Caulfield, and Hashiguchi in this one. Got the 17 bike. Alex Ferguson, 2 points. Sitting in the front side of this one, Hashiguchi with 4, Caulfield with 6. The final stretch. Ferguson going to get the overall win, the overall 2 spot. 8. All right. So the overall 2 is still going to go to the 8 bike of Hashiguchi with 7 points. The overall 3 is going to go to Caulfield with 8. Next up, 26 to 30-year-old cruisers. Grunwald, Hausler, Melton, and Kaiser in this one, bringing it down the final stretch. Got the Gold Cup number 1. Yvonne Hausler. Hausler going to take the big win on this one. The 240, Melton's going to get the 2 spot, and the 226 of Grunwald with the 3 for your podiums. Kaiser bringing on in for the 4 spot. Next up, 5 and under novice. Full rack. Carmody, Thompson, Bauer, Christensen, Holmgren, Blakely, Osler, and Shockley in this one. A full rack in your 5 and under novice class. All right, got the 691 bike. Mason Blakely sitting on the front side of this one. Got the 509 of Bauer sitting in the 2 spot. Got a little battle going on for that 2 and 3 spot as they make their way out of turn number 3. The 130 bike. Jackson Osler back there fighting for it. Bringing it to the stripe right now. Got the 691. Blakely's going to take the win. The 2 spot. Looks like the 130. Followed by the 509. The 166, here comes the 605, the 696, the 14, and the 636. So your big winner, the 691 of Blakely, the 130 bike, Jackson Osler for the 2 spot, and the 509 of Henry Bauer. That will be your podium finishes for your 5 and under novice class. Motos 13, 14 combined. Next up, 6-year-old novices on the track. Main event 15, Hernandez, Otto, and Lakota in this one. Got Otto and Lakota both tied with 5, Hernandez with 2. Got our front runner. Got to be Alex Hernandez out of Rockford, Illinois with 2 points. On the 121 bike, Hernandez going to bring it on in. He's going to get the overall win. That 2 spot, we got a tie back there, 5 each. Otto and Lakota bringing it to the stripe right now. It's a little bit of a drag race. Got the 804 bike. Weston Otto going to bring it on in for the overall 2. Lakota with the overall 3 in your 6-year-old novice main event. Main event number 16, your 7-year-old novice. Struve, Bourne, Bauer, Sellover, Keenan, and Dunn in this one. 7-year-old novice main event making their way out of turn number 3. Looks like got the 182 of Sellover. Got the 221, the 116, the 76. The 875 and the 250. So your 182, your big winner. That's Sellover. Got the 221 of Foreign with the 2 spot and the 116 of Keenan. That's your podiums for your 7-year-old novice main event. Main event 17, your 8-year-old novices on the track. Ross, Shockley, and Freeman. Ross with 2, Shockley with 4, Freeman with 6. Man, I'm only seeing 2 riders out there. Here they come, bring it to the stripe. Got the 104 of Ross. Ross will get the overall win. And the 35 bike Shockley's going to get the overall 2 spot. Next up, 9-year-old novice main event. Got them locked and loaded in the gate. Zanker, Benefield, Munt, Milky, and Bungie in this one. Ah. Okay. All right, that's Freeman out there. He flipped over the gate, went down there right at the start. He's back up, wanted to finish the lap, so he's out there going to finish it big. Freeman. All right, here we go. Main event 18, 9-year-old novices on the track. Zenker, Benefield, Munt, Milky, and Bungie in this one. Here they go into Bermzilla, turn number 1. All right, a 131, Owen Benefield on point out of Pearl City, Illinois. Got the number 110, Caleb Munt sitting in that 2 spot. Here they go, heading into the final turn. Oh, losing a rider. Man, the shoe came off and everything. He's sitting upright, though. I think he's going to be all right. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe. We got a drag race going on. It's going to be a photo finish. Got the 110, the 131, the 127, the 814. So the 110 making a big pass. Caleb Munt down the final stretch there for the win. The 131, Owen Benefield with the 2 spot, and the 127 of Milky with the 3 spot. That's your podium finish, your 9-year-old novice main event. Oh, we're losing more riders down there in turn number 3. Somebody went off the track. 11-year-old novice main event. Meekum, Kenna, Farr, Meekum, Forsyth, M. Malmgren in this one. Here comes the number 7 bike of Audra Meekum, followed by the 13, the 180, the 18, and the 193. So the 7 bike, Audra Meekum for the win. The 13 bike, Mason Meekum with the 2 spot, and the 180 of Kenna for your podiums. In your 11-year-old novice main event. All right, next up, 12-year-old novice main event. Miller, Kenna, Easton, and DeVore in this one. In and out of turn 3. Main event number 20. Your 12-year-old novice class, bringing it to the stripe right now. Got the 868 bike, Lincoln DeVore going to take the big win. The 115 bike, Miller for the 2, and the 265 of Kenna for the 3. Next up, 14-year-old novice main event. Smith, Kalami, and Bus doing it total point style here in their main event. Got Kalami and Bus both tied with 5 each. Smith with 2. In and out of turn 3. Here they come down the final stretch. Got the 865 of Smith. Smith going to take the overall win. The 95 bike, Kalami going to get the overall 2. Bus with the overall 3 on the 707. Next up, 21 to 25-year-old novice main event. Summers, Rundle, and Combs in this one. Summers and Rundle both tied with 3 each. Combs with 6. Here they go down the 3rd straight. Oh, Summers moving into that top spot. Here comes Rundle into the 2. In and out of the final turn. Rundle trying to make a move in turn number 3. Here they come out of turn number 3. We got a drag race on our hands. Summers and Rundle both tied with 3 each. It's a drag race down the final stretch. Who's got more gas in the tank? Summers going to bring it on in, take the win. Rundle's going to get the 2. Combs with the 3 in your 21 to 25-year-old novice class. Moving on, main event 23, your 26 to 35-year-old novices. Jones, Gerard, and Grunwald in this one. No total points here. They all qualified to make it. How they cross is how they score. Got the 226 bike. Grunwald going to take the win. The 2 spot, we got a drag race going on. The 853 making a big pass. That's Gerard making that pass. Jones with the 3 spot in your 26 to 35-year-old novice main event. Moving on, main event number 24, your 41 to 45-year-old novice class. Casper, Fennessy, and Ross doing it total point style. We got Casper with 6, Fennessy with 4, Ross with 2. In and out of the final turn, Kegel's colors running 1 and 2. Ross and Fennessy. Looks like the 136 going to bring it on in for the win. Fennessy on the 124 is going to get the overall 2, and Casper. Hey, it says your nickname is Smiley. I think I know why. I see you smiling pretty big out there. Casper with the 3 spot in your 41 to 45-year-old novice class. Next up, 46 to 50-year-old novice, Pulaski, Oreen, and Kaiser in this one. Pulaski with 4, Oreen with 6, Kaiser with 2. Kaiser going to get the overall win, the 173. Pulaski with the overall 2, Oreen going to get the overall 3 in your 46 to 50-year-old novice main event.
I put that on her sign up as her nickname. Yeah, because she's always smiling when she comes across.
Next up, 6-year-old intermediate main event. Christensen, Blackburn, Ludwig, Viola, and Farr in this one. In and out of the final turn. Looks like the Gold Cup number 1, Luke Blackburn on point.
They're married and not
Oh, here comes the 88 bike. Got the 1, the 88, the 119, the State 1, and the 95. It's that Gold Cup number 1. Luke Blackburn, your big winner there in your 6-year-old intermediate class. Got the 88 bike. Ryder Ludwig for the 2. And the 119, Jacoby Viola, getting that award for moving up today. That's your podium finishes for your 6-year-old intermediate class. Next up, main event, 27 8-year-old intermediates. Looks like Ross, Steins, Kiefer, Shane, Ertl, and Lakota in this one. Here they come bringing it to the stripe. Got the 43, the F, the 31, the 92, the 73, and the State number 5. So the 43 bike, your big winner. Travis Steins. The F bike, Nicholas Lakota for the 2, and the 31, Eddie Ertl. That's your podiums in your 8-year-old intermediate class. Next up, 9-year-old intermediates on the track. 28 is the main event. Larson, Edwards, and Beard. These riders all qualified to make this main event in and out of the final turn. Looks like a State number 6 bike. Out of McChesney Park, Illinois, Ashton Beard on the front side of this one. Beard's going to bring it on in, get the win. The 58 bike, Jack Larson's going to get the 2 spot. Edwards with the 3 in your 9-year-old intermediate class. Next up, 10-year-old intermediates on the track. Gifford, Holloway, and Finkboner. Main event 29. Finkboner with 2, Holloway with 4, Gifford with 6. In and out of the final turn, Kegel's colors. Looks like Finkboner on the front side of this one. Got Rockford Bicycle Company. Holloway sitting on that 2 spot as they make their way to the stripe. Finkboner going to get the overall win. Holloway with the 2, Gifford with the 3 in your 10-year-old intermediate main event. Main event number 30, your 11-year-old intermediates, Welsh, Shane, and Elkin. All qualifying to make this. How they cross is how they score. In and out of the final turn. Looks like Mangler colors on the front side of this one. I believe that's the 32 bike. Ethan Welsh out of Williams Bay, Wisconsin. Welsh going to get the overall win. The 141. Elkin with the 2 spot. Shane with the 3. Your 11-year-old intermediate main event. Next up, 12-year-old intermediate main event on the track. Steele, Beard, and DeMars in this one. Got the 87 bike on point. It's got a little company as they come out of turn number 3. The State number 3, Jaden Beard, making a big pass down there in the final turn. It's a drag race. Uh-oh, losing a rider just about. Got the State number 3. Beard going to get the win. The 87 bike, DeMars with the 2. Steele with the 3. Next up, 14-year-old intermediates making their way in at turn number 3. Elliott, Zanoni, and Coleman all qualifying to make this main event. Bringing it to the stripe. Got the 83 bike. Coleman's going to take the win. The 6 bike. Elliott's going to get the 2 and the 96 of Zanoni with the 3. Next up, 15-year-old intermediates on the track. Simpson, Ross, Farr, and Hathaway in this one. Looks like Mangler colors on the front side of this one. That's going to be the 54 bike, Marcus Simpson out of Dixon, Illinois. In and out of the final turn. These guys are bringing some heat down the final stretch. Here they come. Got a little race going on. The 54 to 81. The 114. So the 54 bike. Marcus Simpson for the win. The 81 Farr with the 2 and the 114 Hathaway with the 3. Next up, main event, 17 to 20-year-old intermediate. Johnson, North, Jones, and Caulfield in this one. The 103, the 35, the 113, and the 6. Johnson for the win. Jones with the 2, North with the 3 in your 17 to 20-year-old intermediate main event. Next up, main event, 35, 46 to 50-year-old intermediates. Riley, Rundle, Meekum, and Melton in this one. In and out of the final turn. Looks like the 10 bike. Melton will take the win. 34 bike. Meekham's going to get the 2 spot. The 3 spot's up for grabs. We got a little drag race. The 45. Rundle with the 3. Riley with the 4. And your 46 to 50-year-old intermediate main event. Next up, 13-year-old girls expert on the track, Stella Soderberg, Bivens, and Sienna Soderberg. In and out of the final turn. Here they come, bringing it down the final stretch. Got Soderberg and Soderberg both tied with 3 each. Looks like the 8 bike, Stella Soderberg, going to get the overall win. The number 9, Sienna, is going to get the 2. Bivens with the 3. And your 13-year-old girls expert main event. Next up, main event, 37 8-year-old experts, Takanaga, Viola, and Cowell in this one. No total points. They all qualified to get here. Got Kegel's colors on point. That's the 6 bike of Viola. Here comes the 10 of Takanaga. It's going to go Viola, Takanaga, Cowell, 1, 2, 3. Next up, 10-year-old experts on the track, Takanaga, Lakota, and Ceresa in this one. In and out of the first turn. Got the 4 bike on point, followed by the 12. Lakota, Takanaga running 1 and 2. Ceresa sitting on the 3, looking for a way around as they make their way down the 3rd straight. In and out of the final turn. Oh, these guys are tight. 10-year-old expert showing us how it's done. Got the 4 bike. Oh, here comes that 12. It's going to go the 4 of Lakota. Takanaga was tied with Ceresa 5 each. So Takanaga will get the 2, Ceresa with the 3 in your 10-year-old expert class. 12-year-old experts. Main event making their way out of turn number 3. Simpson, Caulfield, Lukeman, and Melman in this one. Oh, it's a heater. These guys are turning on the heat now. Got the 72, the 1, the 7, and the 2. So Lukeman for the win. Simpson with the 2. Melman with the 3. Next up, main event number 40, your 13-year-old experts, Klein, Gerke, and Hashiguchi in and out of the final turn. Got the major, Marshall Gerke, bringing it on in. That's the national number 19 bike, by the way. He's going to take the big win. The number 10, Klein's going to get the 2. Hashiguchi with the 3. Next up, your 15-year-old experts on the track. Got Zach, Z-Money, Day, Elliott, Soderberg, and Ferguson in this one. 15-year-old experts on the track. That's got to be Ferguson. On the front side of this one, the number 2 bike. Ferguson going to bring it on in, take the win. The 2 spot's going to go to number 12, followed by the 53. So Ferguson for the win, Day with the 2, Soderberg with the 3 in your 15-year-old expert class. 17 to 20-year-old experts on the track, Roach, Hauser, Montana, Ward, Hathcock, Basage, and Wolney in this one. Looks like Basage, the nag number 11, in and out of turn number 3. I believe that's Wolney sitting on the 2 spot, Hathcock on the 3. Here they come down the final stretch. The nag 11 of Basage, followed by the 17, the 1, the 7, and the 52. Julian Basage, your big winner there. 17, Ryan Wolney with the 2, and the Gold Cup 1, Hathcock. That's your big podiums there in your 17, 20-year-old expert class. Next up, 26, 35-year-old expert main event on the track. Rogers, Carmody, and Wright in this one. All qualifying to make this main event. In and out of the final turn. Got the 48 bike. Christopher Wright out of DeKalb, Illinois. Wright going to bring it on in for the win. 2 spot. Looks like it's going to go to the 50 bike. Carmody. Rogers with the 3 spot in your 26 35-year-old expert class. Moving on, 36 to 40-year-old experts on the track. Cowell, Miller, Andrews, and Stocklosa in this one. In and out of the final turn. Got the Mangler himself, the nag number 9 out of Davis Junction, Illinois. Andrews going to take the win. 2 spot. Looks like it's going to be the Gold Cup 3 of Cowell, followed by the 90 of Stocklosa for the 3 spot. All right, looks like that's going to conclude our racing here today, this Sunday at the Rock. Want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank all the volunteers. Make sure everybody sticks around, helps pick up their pit areas. I believe we'll probably open the track in just a little bit here once we start to get everything picked up a little bit. So the track will be closed just for a little bit here, then he'll open it up. That's just a motivator to get everybody to kind of help clean up before they come out and just start riding. Teams, don't forget to get your team sheets up to the tower. I'll announce those unofficial team sheet results as soon as I get everybody's results up here. Can't help you. All right, got those unofficial team sheet results. They're going to go down a little something like this. In 5th place, 27 points, Freeport BMX. In 4th place with 28 points, Midwest Militia. There you go. In 3rd place with 30 points, Rockford Bicycle Company. Yeah, they're way back in the corner. I don't know if they can hear me. And in 2nd place with 31 points, Fly Zone. And in 1st place, all by themselves this week with a perfect 32, Keggles Bike Shop.
Where to find that? I don't know what to. No idea.
What's that?